The 2-minute atheism workout. Welcome to Stop Speaking Christian. Of course, we could be talking about Islam or any other religion, but we'll just stick to the Christian religion for today. People will always disagree with one another about the world we live in, but there is a big difference between discussing our sincere disagreements and speaking gibberish. One way to limit the damage of religion is to stop using religious words. We'll give a few examples here, but obviously there's a lot more. Religious words are not coherent. They do not refer to things that are meaningful or things that actually exist. They are familiar sounds, but they have no more meaning than sounds such as glur or other kinds of gibberish sounds we could think of. These religious words aren't grounded in reality or our sense experience, so there's really no sense to them at all. For example, if we want to know if we could contact a god, how could we actually know that? How could we tell the difference between contact with a god and contact with a demon? How could we differentiate in some way between contact with a god and contact with an angel? You can begin to see how silly this really is. For example, if we try to locate a bear in the forest, we can differentiate between the presence of a bear and a wolf only if we know the difference between a bear track and a wolf track. We need to know this information before we can begin to look for the bear. How can we know for sure what kind of track a god leaves before we go looking for one of these gods? Of course, there's no way to know exactly what kind of evidence a god would leave if there was one, and how that would differ from evidence of an angel, a demon, or any other kind of entity that just does not exist. Atheism is not a disagreement with religious gibberish. Atheism is the absence of religious gibberish. Let's stop using these silly religious terms. They just don't refer to anything real. There's no heavens, hells, gods, angels, prayers, or sins.